Good. How are you, young lady?
I'm making it. I'm surviving. It's been
I
a
hear you.
week after Brushy boy. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, it has been because we were off just about all last week. Actually, I worked
Same.
one day, Monday. So,
Hola, Espinada Congate.
Hola.
and the only person that halfway knew what you said was Angel, and I'm pretty sure he don't appreciate what you just said.
Yeah, probably not. I can read Spanish better than I
I
can
have
speak
no
it.
idea what I said either. It
I don't know what
sounded
you said either.
good.
It sounded somewhat okay, right? We'll let Angel be the judge of
Yeah.
that one, but it probably was
Hey, hey,
not. But yeah, guys, I hope
Angel, what's the
everybody's
name of
doing
that
well.
penitentiary in Ohio
Oh,
that you and
Ohio
Ruth went
State.
to?
Ohio State Reformatory?
That's our new bucket list.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
That's the
awesome.
good one, right?
Hmm.
All right, Lee, that answers your question. It'll probably be sometime next year. We're going to be going to, what'd you say, Ohio State Reformatory?
Yeah.
Yeah. OSR. They call it OSR. Yeah.
OSR.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hot spot. We're actually going to trade it out for um, one we've been planning for 2 years. It looks like we're not going to go to it.
Yeah.
Which one?
The one in Kentucky.
Waverly Hills.
Oh,
Yeah.
Waverly Hills Sanatorium. Yeah, that one's. I've put that one back a little further as myself on what I'd want to do. I do know that so we can't go on the next investigation with you guys until we get a few things done with our vehicle. We've got to keep it under an hour because once we got back home, I V had to go directly back to work on Friday morning. We ended up not leaving Oak Ridge, Tennessee until 7 p.m. I got home at 2 a.m. and 11 a.m. on Friday. Same day, I left to go to Pelham, North Carolina to be a wedding planner for a family friend. And I was out there, I didn't get home till 1 o'clock Sunday morning. And my body was just wrecked. It was done. Because, I mean, I did all the work during the ceremony and reception and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. But when we got home, our car was smoking. So basically the
Uh,
whole entire top of the radiator is leaking. So we have to replace the radiator. We've got to replace
Oh
our
Lord.
battery and the hoses, which luckily it's not extremely expensive if you do it yourself, which is what we'll be doing. So we've got to get
Yeah.
that taken care of very soon. And then we need a new battery. And that's going to take probably till the next month to get because of, how everything falls. So we're going to have to take about a 3 or 4 week hiatus, unfortunately.
Sorry.
I get it. It's part of life. We got to
Yeah.
get you. We got to get a couple million views in there so you guys can get a motorhome and we'll start pigging back off you.
Right.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Well, I have a friend that may be sooner than later, I've heard. So I'll leave that there, which I don't even know. I don't have words for that. A very kind person. I'm not going to say names or nothing, but somebody that may be helping us with that. I don't know for sure, but it's up in the air. So
We'll
yeah,
pray on.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm forever
Definitely.
grateful and amazed, and I'll have to travel for it though, and I'll have to go quite far to get it. But it would be worth it to get to see this person, and yeah.
Yeah,
So
Lee. That's where we're going. Ohio State. Yep. OSR.
if we make it up that far, and
Mansfield.
y'all want to do that, I would definitely. There are so many places in Ohio that are off the charts from things I've seen.
Hmm.
As long as they're telling the truth. Ohio's a good place to go for a few days. To go that far to hit up like at least two places would be worth it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going.
I bet that.
We're going. We're not good at planning, but we're going to get it planned out. I guess more or less we'll have to look at the calendar for OSR and see when there's an opening.
Yeah, for sure. Well, for
Oh,
me,
my buddy said that's where the Shawshank Redemption was filmed. I didn't
yes,
know that. How about
yeah,
that?
it's wild.
Oh gosh.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Oh my goodness.
It
But
seems
yeah,
like
Brushy,
these.
That's Hagen.
Yeah.
It was filmed right out there in the dog bed.
So, Chastity, have you had a chance to go over any of your investigation material yet?
not really. V has looked a little bit. I was listening to it last night while we were in D Block, which was the last place we investigated, but we made it pretty quick. A lot of the
Yeah.
investigations we did were faster than normal because it's a bigger place, even though we had more time. And it wasn't as big of a building as I thought it was going to be, like in comparison to West Virginia Penitentiary. That
Yeah.
place is even bigger than Brushy Mountain, but Brushy Mountain was big enough. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it was
Yeah.
walkable. Like it was, you were able to, get around pretty easy there. We got so far from listening to like what we got from the necrophonic, because once we stepped foot in those prison walls, we had no cell service and there was
Yeah.
no radio signals coming in. So a necrophonic was used throughout the investigation.
Yeah.
And we forgot the headphones to do the Estes session. So that was a big bummer because we were really looking forward to doing that, which we will not do
Yeah.
again, because that is one thing that everybody looks forward to, including ourselves. So,
You didn't
but
tell me I got mines.
Yeah, we
yeah,
had a pair we didn't even pull out of the case. We were so a little bit disappointed. Yeah, we didn't even pull them out.
yeah, it's important in a place like that. There's spirits there,
Oh,
and
no doubt.
I mean, I saw things with my eyes that, I don't know if we got on camera, but there, I saw an arm reach out of a cell and try to touch my REM pod, But one thing to remember, you would think that the more people that come through, the more active it would be. But I sometimes disagree with that, depending, because they're doing something almost every night at Brushy Mountain this month. So there's no telling how the people that have come in before us and all that kind of stuff, they could have just had their batteries
Yeah.
pretty much drained for
Yeah.
physical manifestations of evidence. So, like, no
Well, the
cat
night before they had an 8-hour investigation on Tuesday evening, which was
Yeah.
well into Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes you. She said they had investigations there 6 nights in a row, and
Wow.
then we were there, so that would have been 7. So I'm
Yeah.
sure that probably has a little something to do with it.
Yeah, that's one of the things that my intuition's telling me. And I had a lot of psychic impressions here, more so than I had at Stonewall, but I was a little off at Stonewall. But again, I'm coming out of the 3 months of just craziness of life. But
Yeah,
yeah, I had a lot of psychic impressions, and especially in the hole. Like, so Dylan, me and Halo both had the same feelings as Dylan in the hole. I almost fell over. Like, I mean, my feet crossed. Like, I literally almost, it's on camera. It'll probably end up in the video, because I could see, I mean, I was seeing them in the cells. Like, so I saw a lot of things. I felt a lot of things, but we're just not sure what's captured on camera, because again, we got no REM pod hits, no cat ball hits. So for a video, it makes it harder, for people that want that kind of evidence. But
yeah, they want to
Yeah.
see it. They want to see the interaction.
Yeah.
I mean, we're cool with hearing EVPs and stuff, but to draw a crowd, you got to show something. People want to see it. That's what
and
gets the ratings. I get
well,
it.
2 out of 4 investigations. So this was our 5th investigation. 2 out of 4 investigations, I've captured an apparition, which people go years trying to capture. So, I'm hoping, I want to do like a end of the year wrap up with all the investigations that we did and put in our best evidence. That's going to be kind of like a New Year's video that I'm going to do. But I'm
Yeah.
also, we reached our first level monetization with 4 videos and in 4.5 months, which I'm extremely grateful for. And thank you to everybody that helped us get there. So basically, memberships, super thanks, super chats, and our merch. So, and it
Yeah.
does help that I had a tiny bit of not had a good little amount of following coming over from my other channels, but I couldn't have done it without everybody and everybody. So we're
That's
excited about
awesome.
that. Thank
Yeah.
you.
That is
We're
awesome.
happy for you.
I
We're
appreciate
jealous.
it.
We're jealous, but we're happy for you.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get that phone call going. I'm telling y'all, we got to talk.
It seems sometimes for me, it just seems like there's not enough time in the day.
I get that. You're a busy
And
man.
I'm just got, I'm being pulled. No, we just leave it there.
Every which way.
I don't know how you do
Everybody
it.
wants a piece of me.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it, Greg. But you
Yeah,
do it. You make it
I
happen.
don't. Yeah, I try. Try to
Y'all
make
do.
people smile.
You do. You absolutely do.
You need to keep working on those donuts for sure.
Man, if you could see my bloodshot eyes, I was there at 3 a.m. working on those donuts this morning.
I thought you were gonna say your blood sugar in your eyes.
No, we started mixing donuts at 3:30. I left home at 3. And the donuts, my daughter said they turned out good today. She sold every one of them.
That's good.
Amen.
So that's good for her. I told her I need a raise.
More ghost hunting money.
She don't buy no damn ghost hunting money. I mean, she don't buy nothing.
No more equipment.
Yeah.
Angel, we need to persuade Kenzie into helping me buy equipment from you.
We don't worry about the equipment. We're gonna get the equipment. I don't even worry about that. I will say, as much equipment as we all have, we didn't need a third of it last Wednesday night in a bucket list location. So anyway, I got to get over it. It's going to take me a while to get over it.
I shoved it down to day hall.
We so we stayed in the mountains. We were there. We come home Sunday morning, so we were there. So it took me and him several days to get over it, to the point we almost drove back to Brushy Mountain and demanded our money back.
You'd have had to fight. You'd had to bare knuckle fight that woman. Jamie's a trip, but she's got a strong personality. But I enjoyed speaking with her.
I enjoy her, and I don't have a problem with it. She was pretty pissed off that I was 15 minutes late for a time slot that I wasn't aware of.
Yeah,
but either way, I can take it. I can dish it out, but I can take it. So it's okay. It's good. I got thick skin.
She told us some really cool stories about growing up there and how she grew up there. And I know we were all standing there, but I just want to say this. This woman has grown up there. Her family has that contract to work at Brushy Mountain for 99 years. And that's exactly what she does. But when she was a kid, one of the inmates that was in there for murder, literally, they would let him leave and like walk down the road. They trusted him to come back, and he came back every time. And he would drive the kids to the football game on Friday night, and he'd go back to prison.
That's amazing. Take them to the store, get a drink.
Yeah.
He'd drive them.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
That whole place just had like a vibe to it, and that whole like energy over that place. It is hollow ground.
Yeah,
it is. There's a lot there. I'm just like I said. Angel and Ruth got some stuff. Y'all got some stuff, and I guess I had built it up that I was like, man, it's going to be physical.
Somebody's gonna get punched.
I was ready. I was ready for the physical.
Yeah, I was.
But like I said, we got 5 hours of video. We videoed this. I know we weren't supposed to be videoing the lady talking, but I'm sorry. She got video. Y'all didn't tell y'all. She got video.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about V. I feel like V was doing some videoing.
He was. He was. I'm going to respect her wishes, but I was bummed out. And, moving forward, I think whoever plans it, I'm going to ask. Like, if we plan it, you plan it, Angel plans it, somebody, or go by ourselves, whoever. We're going to ask from now on to make sure we get the interview, because that was the bum part. Like, we were really looking forward to her telling us, but I get it. She's had a long week. She's over it, but that bummed me out.
Yeah, I was hoping to record her so I can get like an intro. And then she said that, I said, dang it.
Yeah.
That goes.
Dang it.
Yeah, we got one, but I don't feel like probably shouldn't post it. We got it. We, like I said, we'll just respect her wishes and not use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it. I totally get it. But overall, yeah, it was a disappointing night in a way. But I know for a fact, like even at Stonewall, we got more activity, but that place was like untouched to a degree. Besides, you Angel going, and then only Phantoms going, like and that was it. Like it's just
Yeah.
untouched.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that place will just get better and better with time.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Absolutely. And that's my least performing video on YouTube, and I know why, because nobody knows about that place. And it's
Yeah,
truly a hidden gem. Like once
I
people
agree.
really
Yeah.
yeah, once people find, I would love to go back maybe next year or the year after, because we're still trying to do one location a month now. That may change once I want to batch go to location. So if we go to another state, I want to try to hit up two. I'm going to try to make that possible, because to get out there for us, we got to invest in it and stay a couple days. And I don't know. I feel
Hey.
the changes coming.
Well, you'll reap the rewards. You got to sow the seed. You know what I mean? And you're doing that, and you've been doing it
Yeah.
for a long time. It's coming. It's
Yeah.
coming.
I
Yeah.
feel it. I think it's coming, and it can be, I think it's on a grander scale than just me and V too. I think things are going to be a lot different for all of us,
I'm hoping.
with our choices and the things that we do and how we push it. And yeah, I feel it. That's a prophetic word.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I was telling our viewers, I was hoping to come up here and tell them all kinds of awesome stories tonight. I can't do it tonight. I could
Yeah.
tell a bunch of lies, but I don't do that.
There's some interesting things that happen, but some of the things can't even go on YouTube that happen because it involved metamiles and put a P. We talked about this because we did a live at the hotel, because we ended up getting a great deal on a room. And they actually put us in for the next night instead of the morning we stayed. They helped us out and gave us like an early check-in technically. And so put the P in the front of the metamiles. I can't say it on YouTube, but it's
Yeah.
people that, yeah.
Yeah.
So there was some stuff about that was absolutely insane listening back to it, and disgusting. But yeah, that will never see the light of day on Patreon or YouTube.
Yeah.
So
Well, I said it earlier, and I'll say it while y'all are here. Angel, thank you and Ruth for making it happen to go, because we all know it was an expensive ordeal, and Chastity, you and V too. I mean,
same.
and I think about Brad, Dylan, and Halo. I know because we did it at St. Albans, but
Yeah.
they left Wednesday morning, drove all the way to it's Presto, Tennessee, Petros, Tennessee, and investigated till the wee hours of Thursday morning, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Got in their vehicle and drove all 7.5 hours back home.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, so I appreciate them going to. I mean, that's biting off a big bullet, And
yeah, but we got to do it. We're going to locations that a lot of small creators don't get to go to. And I'm not saying that as shade. I'm appreciative and I'm grateful for every one of y'all. So thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate y'all too.
Yeah. We do.
So,
Even though we leave pissed off, not at each
I
other.
said it earlier. Yeah.
What did she say?
Yeah, I pissed all over the gate when I left that place. I was so mad. I told Riley, I said, "You let everybody leave. I'm gonna piss all over the gate." And I did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, man.
Before and after.
Yeah, before and after. Yeah.
Probably the spirit say, "What the?"
Yeah.
What the?
All day Thursday, Angel. I just want you to know, anytime Brenda would ask him something, or my daughter, he'd look at him and say, "What the are you talking about?" I said, "Blame that on Angel."
I got it on video at the end, so
Yeah, that's funny too, because you know, Ruth was talking to us. She said, "I don't know what y'all done to my husband, basically, but he never curses."
Sorry, Angel. We're a bad influence.
Hey, I'm sorry, buddy. We've rubbed you that way.
What?
Whoa. Pause.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to see that video. I guess we need to see it.
Yeah. Which one? Whose?
We'll have to see it. Just let it roll whenever you want to.
Yeah, that'll be a vault video. I don't know. I guess we're talking about the Meta Miles video, but
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
out front when we were getting ready to leave, we all got together. They didn't Chastity and V. They went back to the hole.
Yeah.
They missed it. So yeah, we all got together and took a little picture and busted off a WTF real loud.
Yeah.
y'all did a WTF powwow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how the hell we didn't hear that. I mean, we were in the hole. We were in the hole for the Patreon session, which I've got to get the content. I have access to it now. V uploaded it to the hard drive, so I've got to get the Patreon session going and then the D block. But we did not hear it. But I will say this: D block had a nasty feeling. It really did. D block for me did. I was grabbed in my chest, like I'm not my womanhood, but like above on my chest, like fingers on both sides, like something was taking its fingers and trying to stick it in my chest and like get my attention. And I'm like, and then the back of my head started hurting, like it started attacking me.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, when you start when we put it all together, we all had bits and pieces. So I guess you put it together. We did get a little more than we probably thought. Like I said, we got some in the hole. I shouldn't have said it like that. We got
Damn it.
we got some paranormal activity in the hole.
At least V ain't up here because he would have said
V
that.
is up here. He's up here.
That's
He's
what
up here.
she said.
Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, D block. Yeah, D block. When we went last October, D block was a very heavy for me and Riley. So
Yeah.
but I'm telling you guys, when we went in there, I didn't get any feeling. And now we went on the second floor this time in D block. We did not. It was not open when we went in October. You couldn't go up. So it did. We had, and actually, you know what, Riley, we did have a little bit of communication up there.
Yeah, we did.
We had a little something, but it didn't last.
Yeah.
It was like, it was just like a little bit. It hooked us. We had some REM pods go off a few times.
And when I put that purge siren out in the room beside us, that thing went off.
Our purge PNG unit you built, Angel. It went off up there. It sure did.
Yeah, we hear step, and then which was the opposite side. You know that the D block have like two sides. So we hear steps on the other side, and then we went to the other side, and we can hear the step on the opposite side again.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like whatever was there was avoiding us.
Mm-hmm.
It was like I felt a little bit when we were up there. I actually felt like it wanted us to follow it. And I was looking. You know what? I haven't even looked at. I have another camera. We set up a camera on that hallway and we left it there while we walked around. So I'm curious. We really need to look at that camera. I really expected to see a shadow or something there. Something very significant. And so we may have something on it. We haven't looked at that yet. We need to check that. That was the red camera.
Oh, okay.
It was on the whole time.
Okay.
We did the same thing actually, and I forgot till just now, so you reminded me.
Yeah.
Angel, what was the most active part for you?
For me, I will say it was spread out. So even on the basement, that the hole, we get a little bit. On that table outside, we play cards.
Yeah, that was cool. And y'all tell them about that, man. That was a cool idea. I don't know why we didn't think about something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on our way there, I told Ruth, we need to stop. I need to buy cigarettes. I need to buy cards. I need to buy something in case we don't have any signal. So at least we can try to get some evidence through another way. So I was D block also. I exchange cigarette in exchange for like rent production. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
I asked which cell you want me to put the cigarette in. So I start counting the numbers, and then they let it blink when I get to 16. So I went there and put the cigarette in that cell.
Nice.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah. And Angel, I got an announcement, Angel.
Bring it.
Bring it.
I just remember what the I was talking to Robbie had messaged me on Messenger last night and invited down south to the battleship in December on the 16th. And
Ooh.
he said you were going, Angel.
Yeah, he invited me. I said, yeah, so far I can go. I don't have anything else to do. I have to work that weekend.
So I think when I told Dylan, he perked up a little bit because we would get to go back.
Is it 16th? That's a Monday.
No, I think it's a Saturday. Maybe, let me see, 13 or
14th is a Saturday.
14.
I got his messages right there in Facebook.
We got some good video from the battleship. We're jumping ship, Riley. So you changed the whole course of what we were doing.
I'm sorry. That was a topic on our list.
And some of that.
Can you get right here?
We got some cool SLS action off that battleship. Probably the best, second best we ever had.
Yeah.
In the little examination room with like a surgery table. It wasn't used for surgeries, but we got a Spirit on that table.
Yeah.
And man, it got up, walked out of the room, and walked back in. As it walked out of the room, we had REM pods set up, and they were going off.
Yeah.
And it turned around and come back in the room and got back on that table. We got Chassis. We got that on video. See, we got all this, and we hadn't sent it to you yet.
Yeah, y'all
Jesus,
got a lot of stuff. Well, no, y'all just got a vault.
We suck.
Don't lose your film, and then you're good. You got a vault of content, and that's actually smart because really, you'd want to get a bunch of them edited up and queued in and ready to go. That's how you do it. See, I'm over here hanging on the edge of my seat, biting my nails and like having heart palpitations trying to get out videos in time. So, but yeah, the battleship. So I went when I was still with my ex-husband and my daughter. And I think it was just my daughter. I think I might have been pregnant. I was pregnant with my son, and he's 12. So when I went to the battleship, that whole place made me so dizzy. And I was like, even back then, before I knew about my abilities and how strong they actually were, that place threw me for a loop. Like I was just dizzy the whole time.
Yeah, I got good evidence from there. The second time I went, right when I turned my portal on, they say, "Welcome back."
Nice.
Yeah. Oh wow!
I'll tell you, and I want to say something about it before we go too far. When you and Ruth were in the cafeteria at some time, so we were down on the second floor, maybe, at Brushy Mountain, and we were getting a little chitter chat back and forth through the angel portal, Durham Paranormal Angel portal, and I did some provoking, man, and I don't do that. And it was ugly what I said, but what got my attention was as we went back and we kind of met up with you guys. Ruth said y'all heard my name.
Yes, we did.
And it was probably only like 10 minutes after I had done that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like they were waiting for me on the 4th floor. Yeah. And if anybody knows, the 4th floor above the cafeteria is where there was some possession that was taking place at one time there.
Yeah, I cleared that out.
So as we were going up them steps, I'm not going to lie, I had it in the back of my mind. I was like, okay, loudmouth, you did it. So you talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk. And that may have been the quietest place we went. Can y'all agree on that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The auditorium area.
Yeah, we went there, and I think we were trying to call a doctor or a nurse. There was some voices coming through. I'm not sure. I need to check the recorder. And then we went down to the cafeteria. That's when we heard your name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought, yep, okay, you did it. So they didn't talk after I will say after I said the things I said that I really am thinking back, why did I do that? But anyway, it's done. I was pulling straws at that time.
Yeah.
After I did it, I thought, man, it got really quiet after that. So like that's what I was saying. I didn't know if I had kind of felt like I might have messed up the investigation for everybody. I don't know. Of course, it was late then. It was getting kind of late.
Yeah.
But that's the poor excuse for saying it. I would expect it out of Dylan, not me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I had that on my mind. I want to tell y'all while we were all up here together.
Yeah.
Angel.
Well, what I can say is I'm not putting any brand, but this is paranormal approved.
Paranormal proof. There you go.
What is
LOL.
it? What is it?
What is it?
Pack
That he
of
just
cigarettes.
What? Yes, pack of cigarettes. What he was using in the car, trading out for some REM pod action.
What brand is that, Angel?
The cheapest one I could buy that night.
They look like Mavericks from the side.
No, it's this other brand wings.
Oh, wings. I ain't never seen those.
Oh yeah,
Those are the
Angel
kind that
Angel
give you
wings.
quick. Angel wings. Yeah.
Angel wings, baby.
That's funny. But yeah, overall, I think we're gonna have quite a bit of like good evidence from Brushy. It's just not physical. You never know.
Yeah.
You got to pay close attention to that stuff, your pictures and everything. You got to really dig in there and zoom in, and you'll find things
Oh yeah.
even without like the parabolia or pareidolia, where you see things that aren't there. Like
Yeah.
the Henry River Mill stuff, we captured literally an apparition. I'm so surprised that bigger YouTubers aren't going there. Like it just blows my mind that North Carolina is really just now getting into the paranormal scene. And, there's people that are doing these types of places, that are going to these types of places, but they really haven't caught mainstream paranormal, which I'm kind of glad about. But I think eventually that's going to change because we have tons of locations now.
Yeah. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Well, that's
really
another
do.
thing. Someone I can't remember, one of the paranormal groups or someone's doing a story about paranormal in North Carolina. Angel, you commented on it. They were looking for people who would like to talk about basically some haunted places, and like you said, Chad, there's a pile of them.
Yeah,
there's a pile of them.
Yeah, North Carolina is extremely haunted. I mean, this is Stokes County is like, I'm going to do a whole bit on Stokes County eventually. I might do it at the end of this year, or I might save it, but that's where I suffered from my like 10 or 15 year haunting that made me who I am today. I mean, to give y'all an idea, I know this sounds weird, but we were seeing like a tall, dark shadow figure in my home and outside of my home. Not only did the people that lived there saw it, the friends that would come over, and we were like in our teens and 20s. So we would have parties with anywhere from 10 to 30 people there. Other people were seeing this thing. And the cousin of my ex-husband, he was like the guy of the group that, he didn't give a shit. He was going to go out there and do it. He'd do anything. Yeah. He actually jumped out of the car one night because they saw something. And he went over into the woods next door, and right next door is this old house, like an old house from like the early 1920s, maybe 30s. It had a well on the back porch, like a well. And
oh, wow.
Uncovered. Yeah. And so he goes next door, and he goes in behind the woods there, and he's greeted eventually. He calls it out, and he's greeted by a 10-foot tall black shadow with red eyes.
Wow.
And he ran back, got in the car,
Right.
locked the door, and started just trembling, like multiple. And that was before I even come up there. And the first night, might not have been the first night, but one of the nights that I did go up there, we went to Payne Road. And they say if you would cut your car off or something happens to the radio, and it did. Our radio started messing up right there on Payne Road Bridge, which is now Edwards Road. I get back home or back to their house, and I'm in the county below. That's where I'm from. And I'm driving back with two of my girlfriends. We're all 16, or 15, 16 years old. And my one friend's old enough to drive. So she's driving us back. And I just felt like there was something on the back of the car. Like I felt like something was following us. And this is before I knew, anything about me and what I do. And sure enough, we were all dead quiet on the way home. We didn't speak a word. And I just felt so like enclosed in that car, like something was just holding on to the back of it. And I just literally sink down into the seat. And when we get like halfway down the road home, it was like a 30-minute drive home. I asked the girl driving, Jessica, this is in the second part of our podcast. I've talked about this before. On the very first 2 episodes, I talk about this of the Lights at Midnight podcast, like the audio. It's either on YouTube or Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. But yeah, so I'm like, do y'all feel like something's behind us? And Jessica's like, yes, I thought I was tripping, but I looked in the rearview mirror and there was like this black ball mist thing telling us on the back of our car, following us from that location. And I'm like, I felt it. I never saw it, but I felt it. And the girl in front of me also felt it. We all 3 were feeling it and or seeing it at the exact same time.
Wow.
Like, yeah. And I mean, we're 15, 16-year-old girls. So coming back from a boy's house with other boys, you'd figure we'd be talking and chatting and, just like, no, it was like a solemn ride home. And that was kind of the start of my 15-year haunting, because by 17, I moved out at 17 and a half because I graduated high school early, a semester early, and I moved out and I moved into that house. That was the first house I ever lived in. I lived there for 7 years, and I used to wake up with 3 scratches on my back. I would close my eyes and see these faces, like the amount of emotional changes. I became an alcoholic. I mean, it got really bad. Like it was very dark, malevolent. My grandmother passed away. She had cancer. My great grandmother, she was like a second mom to me, and that was extremely hard, which didn't help. But it's all the classic signs and the things that happen to me is the things that I deal with people now, because not only do I have a perspective. You never want to say you're an expert in this field, because if somebody tells you they're an expert, just walk the other way. There is no experts in this field. There's just people that have had experiences and maybe know a little bit more than others, and or have a perspective to offer. And that's what that gave me. Between that and my connection with spirit and the things I've been shown, between my clients that I've helped or my own intuitive guidance that I've got from spirit and things I've experienced, that's what collectively has brought me to this point. That's why I do what I do today.
Right.
And it's a big part of it. So yeah, that place, there's some things there. And it's Madison Dry Goods is in the county right next to Stokes County. But it has something to do with the Charlie Lawson massacre of 1929. He murdered his whole family on Christmas.
Yeah.
Up the road from me. And so we covered that, and it's scary. Just all in all, Stokes County, freaky. And I'm going to talk to the courthouse in Stokes County because they're doing ghost walkthroughs in October. I'm going to talk to them and see if they'll let us do an investigation.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I'll let y'all know. I don't know if that's going to go over well, but yeah. And Brittany, her family her grandfather is part of the people that founded Stokes County. So she's got like blood roots to these people.
Nice.
So it might be something interesting if we can pull it off that y'all may be interested in.
I know the Madison Dry Goods is a place we've been in contact with several times for about a year. So yeah, that's a quite an ordeal in that place.
Yeah, and I asked him about investigating, but it was changing ownership, and he said, I don't let anybody investigate now much. He said, but it's changing ownership, and I doubt he will too, but I haven't talked to the new owner at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
heard
pretty
that
sure he gets a lot of people.
in big shows like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what that man experienced on that show, I mean, I want to believe them. There was a lot that happened there being locked in that place, but what's upstairs in that museum room is a lot. And I'm pretty sure I captured something in one of my photos, like a man standing there in one of the doorways. Like, it's pretty cool. Me and my sister went. She come home and broke out in a rash, and my eyes swole up. And like Brittany, during talking about Madison Dry Goods, Brittany and Emily both broke out in a rash as we were talking about it. So whatever's there, there is an energy. It's like vines that run through Stokes County. There's some curses on that place, the way it became. Indians fought there. Like, there's a lot of history. So
Yeah.
That's wild.
I know I went off on a tangent, but it's a good story. I mean, it's a story, but it happened for real in real life.
You're looking up there.
One thing that I do have coming out that I'm excited about, I've talked a little bit about it, is it's about 2 or 3 years now in the making, a haunted object series where I'm going to have a 6-part series that's coming out on my Luminary Luna Beams channel. So it's going to be kind of the gateway back into getting into recording and doing for the Luminary Luna Beams. And the first video, it's kind of going to be an introduction to haunted objects and a teaser. Second video will be my experience with Annabelle with special guests and photos and videos that we took and exactly what happened to us, which I have covered before, but it's going to be me and V and another special guest coming on. Episode number 3 will be a client case that I was given permission to share about, probably my most terrifying case I've ever done. I'm calling it like the vault. So I'm going to actually be releasing some of the recordings of talking to my client and with the validations of what I saw versus what she saw and the things that happened to her. It is a 3-hour conversation, but it won't be the whole conversation, which leads us into Duran,
What the world?
the Dead Serious Investigations.
Yeah.
What happened?
Huh. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought something fell. Yeah.
Oh, I dropped a bottle.
Oh, okay. I thought something flew across the room. Paranormal. But yeah,
this haunted shirt's got some vibes going on in here.
I know. I love that. We need to get one. Me and V will probably get one for sure from y'all. We're gonna get one of those because he likes stuff like that. Yeah, Duran was number 4, and then I'm not going to tell y'all about number 5 and 6. I'll stop there. That's plenty enough because I want number 5 and number 6. Well, number 6 ain't that big a deal, but number 5 is. So I'm going to stop there. But I'm excited, and we're going to start filming it hopefully this weekend. But we're going to be dropping in a new radiator, so we'll see.
Yeah. Sounds like V's going to be busy this weekend.
Yeah. And I get to help. I'm just going to stand there and we're going to press. Well, he's changed radiators before, but of course we'll still pull up a YouTube video to make sure we're hitting all the right screws and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's kind of what's going on in my neck of the woods.
I understand that, Josh. Angel.
Yes, sir.
Are you by that Palter Pod?
I was wondering, could we do a live without that word coming across? Especially with Angel sitting in that room.
Not a chance in hell. I'm excited to see it too, though. Well, I've seen it, but you know.
Yeah, well, I just finished my neighbor kitchen, so I will work on it tomorrow. Yeah.
That's funny. You did good. I actually thought you were going to make it. I didn't say a word. I was like, dude, can he do it? Can he do it? You had me going.
You called the kettle black.
Yeah, you had it going. Anyway, The sun's supposed to shine here all week. The weather's looking great. I keep saying the next rainy day we'll go through this video and stuff, but looks like we're gonna have to maybe spend the Sunday evening going through the video.
Yeah.
Just standing, like I said, there's not enough time in the day.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, the evidence part is the hardest part, really.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to go through all that footage. We got 60 or 70 gigabytes of footage to go through. I never go through all my footage, though, honestly. Like, there's probably things I've missed. Like, there's no way in hell I can go through all my footage. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
we got 3 different cameras rolling at all times. Almost.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah, y'all got a lot going on, but I mean, it shows when you make your videos. I mean,
Yeah.
it shows, really. I noticed it.
Well, I appreciate it. And the hardest part, honestly, it's easy to throw together the video. This is what I was talking to Riley about. The hardest part's going through and listening to all of the not just EVPs, but the spirit box sessions. And if you want to include those words and then adding the music and setting that's the hardest part, is the fine details. I mean, you can have a video without all that if you want to, and they still do well. People still do very well without all that. It's just a particular style that, I've played with different styles, and, I mean, editing's, is not anything like this I've ever done before. I just did a lot of social media. I got practice through social media posts and just making little small bits of content. That's how I built it up. But Spirit gave me this name a year ago. March 9th or 10th, Spirit literally woke me up and said, write down this name. You're going to use it, and it's going to be for on location investigations, and either family hauntings or like places. And then literally 1 year later, that manifested, literally almost to the day. I never intended on this. Wasn't like something, a big plot plan. This was something that just kind of happened. So I guess I'm meant to do it. I don't know. So
hey, I don't know if you heard me earlier. One of the big name people have been to Brushy. Well, there's been lots of big name. The TV shows have been to Brushy Mountain. But Jamie was telling me before we left about one of the big names who had it's like a 30-minute video, and it's got a lot of views, y'all. But she said he was there for 4 days straight to capture that 30-minute video.
That's crazy.
So think about that, considering the time that you and V are spending to make your awesome videos. So we're not, the locations we're going to aren't too bad,
No, we're hitting up the best ones. The one I don't regret's Bobby Mackey's still hands down best place I've personally been so far.
Yeah, that's a good place.
That was an awesome place. I loved being there.
Yeah, it was a cool place. I'm glad we got to experience it. Has it been torn down? Does anybody know?
I don't.
know.
If somebody else may have got word of it, if y'all have, let us know in the chat. But
I was just curious. I know they had to sell, and they sold off a lot of memorabilia and signs and all different kind of things that they actually were staging when we were there.
100%. Yeah, I saw all the siding getting pulled off. I think they're going to like micro tear it down just little by little. Oh, man. But yeah, overall, Brushy Mountain, I'm excited to see what we capture. It was fun. I still had a good time. Don't get me wrong. It was a bucket list. A little disappointing we didn't get physical activity too much, but
me too.
Hey, it happens, and it's off the bucket list now.
Just talking about it, listening to everybody, we do actually have something. Like I said, I was expecting more physical activity, but we do have some stuff that we can. It'll be coming out. We'll have some stuff.
Absolutely.
It won't a total loss.
No, not at all. It was an experience.
Chastity, I'm manifesting a down south supernatural edited video.
You about put me to sleep.
Amen. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna have to hop off here for the night. Angel, it's good to see you.
Yep.
Tell Ruth we said hello. Down south, guys. It's good to see y'all, and I might see y'all next week.
You too. We appreciate it. Thank you. And
All right.
Bye-bye.
you guys check out your videos and your EVPs, and we might have to put everybody's together to make a video this time.
Yeah.
I know, right?
I guess we could have some clips in and out of we had a good team there.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
We can figure it out.
Yep.
But yeah, y'all have a good night, and we'll see y'all soon.
All right. Thank you, Chastity.
Bye,
Bye.
Chastity.
Appreciate it. All right, she's out of there.
All
Angel,
right.
I think we're going to do the same thing, man. I'm going to get ready for work tomorrow.
Yeah, me too. So, well,
What
nice to see you guys.
We're not going to live this down. We're us three, and we're going to go to Raleigh. We're going to see you somewhere, and we're going to say that. We're going to draw a crowd, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we won't be at church or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. We appreciate it, man. Thank you for getting up here. Let us know if you find anything in your recordings or anything.
I'll let you guys know. Sure.
All right, buddy.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye, buddy.
Good night, Angel. All right, everybody. That was Chastity Luna Beams and Angel from Durham Paranormal. Thank them. They're our regular guests, man. We love those guys. We appreciate it. So what you got on your list? Riley's got a few announcements he wants to make before we wrap it up tonight.
I announced the return to the battleship that we're going to be going to in December. I forgot.
Was I invited?
Yeah.
Okay, I was invited. I didn't know that.
All of down south was invited.
So it looks like if it's the Saturday, it may be December the 14th, the week before Christmas, or a week and a half before. But anyway, we'll get the date on that straight. But I think it may be.
I think he told me either December the 6th or December the 16th.
So 16th is on a Monday. I don't feel like it's on a Monday. He told Angel it was a Saturday, so it's got probably the 14th. Anyway, we can get it straight.
Yeah.
Second week, sometime there we might be going back to the battleship. It sounds like.
Yeah.
That won't be a bad one. We enjoyed that place. Now that we've been, we'll definitely be able to do a little better job than we did before. So that's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Yep. What else you got?
And I did want to mention we also have a few local investigations we are going to try to work in.
Yeah, we're going to get back on the local stuff.
In between here and when the battleship gets here in the month of December and before the Christmas holidays and all that, we are going to try to pump out a good number of local investigations, including Edwards Bridge again, because that's always a hot location for us.
Well, we'll try Edwards Bridge, but we're going to go back we're going to hit Dead Man's Bridge too. Now that the weather's changed, the last time we went there, the mosquitoes were so dang bad.
Yeah.
But Edwards Bridge is right here close to home, but Dead Man's Bridge is about a 20-minute drive.
Yeah.
But every time we go there, it's hot.
It is hot.
That's a good place we can go about those places anytime and get a little action.
Yeah.
Great place to test equipment. Great place to test equipment.
It really is. And there's also one more down the road, about 10 to 15 miles up in Grifton. It's the original Grifton Cemetery. It was the first one in Grifton. And that's got tons of headstones and tons of graves in it. I believe there's actually some original Indian graves out there.
It actually ended up with some Indian village at one time before it was turned into the town of Grifton. I didn't realize there was so many Indians in that time in our area. I didn't know that. There's probably a lot more history we can dig up and learn about that also. I guess we can turn this down. Our guests are gone. Yeah. All right. So we're back, guys. TikTok, thank you guys for hanging on with us. And thank you to the Nigeria guys that jumped up here. The Nigerian dude, I didn't catch your name, buddy, but I'm interested in what kind of ghost stories you got from Nigeria. That was awesome.
Yes, sir. We'd love to hear them.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, we appreciate it. Good night, Emily. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
I think we're going to sum it up. It was a good little live tonight. Sorry we didn't have any more awesome investigation details from Brushy Mountain. hey, sometimes it's like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen all the time, but hey, this time it did. I'm not saying Brushy Mountain's bad. It's not bad. We went last October, and in about 2 hours, Riley and I got all kinds of interaction.
Got all that we could ask for.
And we did have a good investigation in the hole.
Yeah.
We got a little bit there. Just It wasn't as physical as I was expecting.
Yeah.
I went prepared for being touched, pushed. We had a little trash talk, and I was expecting that also.
I done got prepared to be scratched again.
Yeah, but anyway, thank you to everybody who went with us on that. Everybody sacrificed. We put our money together.
You all.
Took everybody putting our money together to get there, to pay for that place. It was very expensive. That's another thing that bothers me, how expensive it was for what we got out of it versus we go to places here local that are free and may get more than we got there. And that's just part of the paranormal world. You can go to a place 10 times and and never get the same interaction sometimes.
Yeah.
You can go 9 out of 10 times and get nothing, and then all of a sudden you could make
more than you ever could have
make a live video that would be off the charts. So that's just how it is. But exactly, Autumn, it happens. It happens. But anyway, that's it for this Wednesday night live. This is the 80th one. Sorry we missed last Wednesday night. Because we were at Brushy Mountain. We worked hard to try to get you guys some stuff to see, and right this minute we don't have it from Brushy Mountain, but we'll go through our
evidence.
Go through the evidence and see what we got. But I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Thank you to all our fans. Thank everybody for getting on, and we're working through this year. Next year is gonna be another big year for Down South. We got some things in the planning. If you want one of these new Down South, these Halloween shirts, let us know. They're $20. They're on a comfort color pocket tee. Riley he'll mail you one out if anybody's wanting one. With that being said, round it up, cuz.
Until next time, and TikTok also, we will be doing more lives on TikTok.
Yeah, thank you, TikTok.
And remember, at any time when you're wanting us to pull out certain equipment, when we're on investigations, send those gifts through and we'll start pulling out equipment that you recommend.
Yeah, we do the Estes method. We're going to go to that and start letting people get some. It's so hard on the spot to come up with questions after 30 minutes of it.
Yeah.
It'll help us out with that. But until that, end it up, brother, like we do.
Until then, you all catch us at next time. Until then, Down South out.
Good night.